right, let's start the class, please. It's 4:31. We are going to review what we have seen this week. That's Unit 12. Hello, Felix.
Hello, teacher.
All right, let's start from the beginning, please. So we start with Unit 12, talking about news, talking about the passive voice, simple passive voice. So that's the topic. Uh, so we did some also exercises. We saw the grammar. I have remembered all these. We have the speaking actually, remember. We start with lesson B, talking about natural disasters. We talk about storms, um, hail, hailstorms, hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires, tornadoes, lightning storms, etc. We read something about these kind of disasters like hurricanes, thunders, floods. So we will practice some vocabulary, some verbs. This is what we did yesterday. We practice with adverbs, yes, adverbs of manner. We did this exercise yesterday. And today we will continue with the same topic. Um, okay. Well, right now we have just Alejandro and Felix. Everybody is late. I don't know. Let's see who did. Okay, I have two people who won't be here today. Anyway, Alejandro and Felix, I have two people right now, two students. What kind of car-related crime is there in your city? Examples, are cars broken into or stolen? That means if there are like robbers, people who steal cars. You see still like you see the picture? Here, this guy is about to steal a car. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Yeah, he's stealing a car. You see? This one or this one. Yeah, the question is what kind of car related crime is there in your city?
Well, in my city, um, broken into, how do you say robado? In my city, se han robado.
Hold on, please. This thing starts automatically. Yeah, that is a question. Hold on. Not yet, not yet.
In my city, have been stolen some cars uh, and only cars.
Yeah, we have, you see, we have two verbs here, broken into, and we have stolen. Those are past participle. See, we have breaking is when you can break into a car or into a house. That's when you enter illegally, right?
Okay. So if in my city break into stolen cars and motorcycles,
Motorcycles?
motorcycles.
Yes. Okay. What about you, Alejandro? Well, you are also in Acapulco. Any problems related to cars in the street? Do the people steal a lot of cars in Acapulco?
Yes, in Acapulco, it's very Usually the thefts are robos, ¿cómo se dice?
Yeah,
Theft.
yeah, robberies. Remember, we have two verbs for to rob. To rob is a verb, or to steal. Yes, and we have
Yes.
robberies, and we have burglaries. They are different. To rob, to steal. So people steal a car. Okay, a person can rob you. You as a person. You can steal. It could be the same meaning. Somebody stole. Usually, we have steal, stole, and stolen. Right? That's regular verb. So we have robberies, burglary. Burglaries is when you enter the thing, when you enter a house with no permission, of course, illegally, and you use the force. Well, you can use the force or not, depends. Theft, theft, theft is a noun. Robo, theft. And we have thief. Thief is a person. Yes? Theft, robo,
Yes.
thief, ladrón. Like somebody, for example, let's say somebody or someone stole my wallet. Yes? My you can say have I had the same. Burglary is when they enter your house. Or you can say somebody my house last night. Well, we have many verbs about this. Rob, to burglar, to steal. But we are going to continue checking vocabulary. Maru, you're here, Maru. And you're in.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Hibran is also here. Hello, Hibran. And we have Lucia.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay, what kind of, let's see. Hello, hello. Maru is from Tasco. Maru, do you have, what kind of car-related crimes are there in your city? Crimes, car-related crimes are there in your city?
Um, Crimes, for example, in Puebla there are a lot of rob,
Yeah,
yeah,
robberies.
robbery,
Robbery, the
yes,
same word, yes.
and I think the traffic. I don't know how do you say traffic, drogas,
Yeah, yeah, drug dealers.
drug, yes.
Okay, remember, we also have besides robberies, like cars, when the cars are broken into,
Sorry, teacher, the robbery is when the stole the steal the cars or the
Yes, that's what I just explained to you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me clear this away. You have to steal, to rob, to burglar, burglar. Those verbs mean the same, right? But they are used in different ways. So you can steal a car or you can rob a person. Even if you don't know the difference, you can say they rob a car. But you can burglar a house when you enter illegally to a house. So as Alejandro mentioned, theft is a noun. Thief is also. Theft es un robo. Theft. Thief is ladrón, the person. Yes? So if you can look up for these verbs so you can see the difference. I just told you, so you can find more examples. So remember, besides car-related crimes, besides the robbing and the burglary, we have collisions. Collisions when the car crash each other, right? Collisions is when they crash. Yes, can you see me? When they crash one car with another. Yes, do you understand? A collision, two cars together.
yes, teacher.
They crash. Or when a car runs over a person, it's also a crime, right? You are driving, somebody's walking, and you run over, atropellar. That's to run over a person in an accident, right? That's also a crime. Sometimes for cars there are laws. Yes, we will see those in a bit. Laws for cars. Does anybody of you drive? Alejandro, Felix, Maru, do you drive? Gibran, Lucia, do you have a car that you drive?
No,
Yes,
teacher, I
teacher.
don't. Teacher.
Yes, teacher.
All right, so you should know the rules when you drive. You must have a driver's license. That's by law, right? So you must use your lane. You have to go by your lane. You have to use your lighting, your front lights at night. If you go to the right, you go to the left, you must use the directional. So there are many rules for the cars. That's why you have a driver's license. Well, in Mexico it's a little bit different, but we'll see. We'll see one by one. At the same, how often do you hear car alarms? Where in Acapulco is very common. I don't know about your city, Lucia in Yucatan, or Maru in Tasco, or in Puebla. I don't know where you are right now. Car
Puebla.
alarm, Puebla. Car alarms. How often do you hear car alarms in your city? Yes, do you understand the question?
Yes, teacher.
How often do you hear car alarms?
Often, teacher.
Very
Always.
often. Always. What about
Always, teacher.
always? Most of the time, yes. Beep, beep, beep. That's why, yeah. It's very common in every city in Mexico. Not only in Acapulco, not only in Puebla or Yucatan, everywhere. And not only in Mexico, many other countries too. So please listen. We are going to pay attention to these guys, Joey and Paula. They are talking about something, right? Something that happened in their neighborhood, something that happened last night. So they are having a conversation about something that happened, a robbery. So please pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to the details. You're going to listen the first time. Just listen. Second time, you listen and write. Take notes. Yes, because I'm gonna ask you. Please pay attention. Give me 1 second, please. All right, give me just 1 second. Can you hear me? Yes? Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
All right,
Yes, teacher.
thank you. I'm just reopening the PowerPoint slides. Give me just 1 second, please. It wasn't responding. So it's right now it's over here. All right, here you go.
Page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't ask you. Do not use books. No books for now. Just listen. Okay? Just listen and pay attention. Close your books.
Okay.
Page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B. Listen. What happened in Joey and Paula's neighborhood last night? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night.
No. Really? Was anything stolen?
No, the only thing was, they damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was, they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
All right. Please pay attention one more time and write your notes. Take your notes. So you're gonna see what happened last night and pay attention to the details, please.
Page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B. Listen. What happened in Joey and Paula's neighborhood last night? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his...
Hold on.
Page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B. Listen. What happened in Joey and Paula's neighborhood last night? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night.
No. Really? Was anything stolen?
No, the only thing was, they damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was, they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
Okay, guys. Was that okay? You want to listen one more time, or can you tell me what happened? You can tell me what happened. Yes?
Can you repeat again, please?
Yes. Remember something happened last night in that neighborhood. So it's about the topic. So you have to pay attention to his news and what she says.
Page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B. Listen. What happened in Joey and Paula's neighborhood last night? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night.
No. Really? Was anything stolen?
No, the only thing was, they damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was, they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
All right. So tell me what happened last night. Something happened in that.
Her car broken into a stolen.
Okay, broken into or stolen is different.
The car was stolen.
Yes. Broken into is when they open it, when they open the car Yes, and they try to steal the things you have in the car. Yes, and stolen is when they take the car away or steal.
Okay.
Excellent. So what happened? Did they call the police, Maru?
Sorry, teacher.
Did they call the police?
Yes, the police. I don't understand well, but the police arrived
Uh, they arrived on time or late?
late.
Yes, they were late. So did Joey hear the alarm? That's a yes or no question. Lucia, did Joey hear the alarm?
Yes, teacher. Yes, he did.
All right. Gibran, what happened with Paula? What did she say about her car? Paula's car. What happened to the car? Remember, we are talking about this guy, this neighbor, his car was stolen, but Paula's car was, remember, there is a little difference between,
Crash.
this is a present, break into, and steal, right? Break into, they steal what is inside. Let's say they break, let's put it in past tense. They broke into my house last night and they took the TV, the computer, etc. Yes, they break into, they enter illegally to my house. So they steal many things, they stole many things. So Paula's car was broken into. Yes, it was open and they tried to steal. So it's different, remember, broke into, break into, and steal. Yes, do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, do you understand all these words? Okay, Maru, can you read letter A, please?
What kinds of car-related crimes is there in your city? Are cash broken into or stolen?
Okay,
How,
Alejandro, can you read the name?
What
Alejandro?
happened? Yes, I can. You
Letter
can
A.
listen.
Read the same, letter A.
Letter A. What kind of car-related crime is there in your city? Are cars broken into or stolen? How often do you hear car alarms?
Okay, let's please try to fix those words, Alejandro. You always say kings, and I
What
always
kind
try to
of
mention kinds. What
kinds?
kinds of car-related crime is there in your city? Are cars broken into or stolen? How often do you hear car alarms? Yes?
Yes.
Let's see. Lucia, can you practice again with this, the number, letter A?
Yes, teacher.
Try to do it slow and easy. Don't rush.
Letter A.
Yes.
What kinds of car-related crime is there in your city? Are cars broken into or stolen? How often do you hear car alarms?
Yes. Just the intonation when you have a question, remember it's a question. What kind of car-related crime is there in your city? Are cars broken into or stolen? How often do you hear car alarms? Excellent. Just please pay attention to the pronunciation. Um, as I said every day, try not to carry the same mistakes over and over. Kinds. Here is just one word, car-related crime. Car-related crime. Is there in your city? Are cars broken into or stolen? So it's very important you keep the same level, not the same level, but try to give some intonation to the sentence. Let's continue, please.
Page 122.
Hold on.
Lesson C. Did you hear about?
All right, this is the same one, the same listening. So in this part, we're going to check here. Let me move this over here. Notice here in your right side, upper right side. Notice how Joey and Paula introduce news with expressions like this. Find example in the conversation. Yes? Okay, let me see. Gloria, are you there, Gloria?
Yes, teacher, I am here.
All right, would you please read these expressions, the ones in blue?
Okay, the notice, teacher?
Yes.
Yes, notice how Joy and Paula introduce new with expression like this. Find example in the conversation. Did you hear about? Have you heard about? Did I tell you? Guess that? You know that? What? You know?
Yes. Remember, just here is heard. Have you heard about? And this is here. Here and heard.
Okay, have you heard about?
Yes. These are the type of questions we have here in the lesson, like this one. Did you hear about when you're going to tell news, right, to someone? Maybe to your neighbor or someone. So this is past tense, right? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night? Trouble. Guess what? Guess what? It's like when we say, guess what? Adivina qué. You know, they are talking, right? They having a conversation. So as we can see here in the lesson, we have similar expressions. And you know what? And keeps. Everything is in past tense, and simple present. Then let's pay some extra attention to this expression. We will see it later. The thing is, we are talking in simple present, right? Then we have another. Did I tell you? Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night. Then we have another expression here. The only thing was. You see, we have two. This is present. The thing is. The only thing was. Okay, first, do you have any questions about any of these words, new vocabulary?
What is mean the expression the thing is?
We will see that later. We have a list like the thing is, the funny thing is, the interesting thing is, but it's the same translation into like Spanish. You know what thing is, Maru?
I am not surprised. The thing is.
The thing, what is the meaning of thing?
Yes, ajá.
Yes,
The thing,
the
la
same.
cosa, ¿no?
Yes, la cosa es.
La cosa es, okay.
Cosa fue the same, it's the same. It's
Okay.
when you are giving, when you are telling news, right? When you are telling the thing is, the thing was,
Yes.
etc. Any other questions? No questions? You know all the words here? All right, please pay attention to the expressions used in the conversation. You have them here. Did you hear about? Have you heard about? Did I tell you? Gloria just read those. Guess what? You know what? You know. Okay. Alejandro, can you describe these two guys talking?
Sorry.
Yes. You see the picture?
Yes.
Okay, can you describe them, please? What are they doing?
¿Qué están haciendo?
I am asking you in English.
Is conversation topics about crime?
They are, remember to use the pronoun, they are talking.
They are talking about crime.
Yeah, well, you see what happened last night? So can you describe?
His car was stolen. Su auto de Paula fue robado.
His or her? You use his or her? For Paula.
Okay. He is Joy.
Yeah, he's for a man. Her is for a woman.
Yes.
Yes, do you remember that? When we use his, her, his car, her car. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So what happened? What are they talking about? Her car was stolen last night, right? Not last night, last Thursday night. Was there anything stolen? Let's see, Lucia.
Yes, teacher.
Was there anything stolen in Paula's car? Did they steal something from her car? You see the conversation here?
No, teacher. They are talking about the car of the guy in the first floor.
Yes, that's the
His
conversation.
car, yeah.
Okay. Yes, let's practice some of this with just two people. Let's see. Gibran, Joey.
Me?
Gibran. And Felix. You're Paula, Felix.
Okay.
Gibran, you start.
Yes, teacher. Did you hear about all the over here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Was that all the way on the first floor or my floor?
Yeah,
His car wasn't.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard this car alarm and called the police, but they come way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night.
No, really? What anything stolen?
No, the only thing was they damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
Okay, let's listen one more time the audio so you can listen the pronunciation of those words. Okay, please pay attention, as I always say, to every word. You can read, listen, and read.
Page 122. Lesson C. Did you hear about 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. B. Listen. What happened in Joey and Paula's neighborhood last night? Did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that older guy on the first floor of my building?
Yeah,
Guess what? His car was stolen.
that's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police, but they came way too late.
I'm not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did I tell you? My car was broken into last Thursday night.
Really? Was anything stolen?
No, the only thing was, they damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was, they couldn't start it because the battery was dead.
Okay, that was funny. Okay, do you understand this word ignition? The ignition? Yes, no, maybe.
No, they damaged the ignition.
They damaged the ignition. I asked you if you
Damaged.
have any questions about vocabulary and nobody responded. The ignition, your ignition. The ignition is a part of the car where you put the key and you start the car, right? It's where you have the how do you call this? When you hear you put the key, you start the car, right? And you hear the machine. So you hear the noise. That's the ignition, the starter. All right, any other word? Sirens, police, alarm, call, no, call it, the police, late. Those are basic words, and it's still hard for you to pronounce them. I am not surprised. The thing is, they just, you are still pronouncing just don't have enough police on duty at night. Do you understand the word on duty? Yes?
No.
Okay, so
No.
if you don't understand on duty, why don't you ask? Why don't you make questions about it? I am asking you, do you have any doubt, questions about vocabulary? And you say no, right? So I always tell you, make questions, ask. And no police on duty at night. Usually in some places, like pharmacies or hospitals, they have people working late, right? They are on duty, the guardia, on duty. That's what it means. Could be a police, you know, a nurse, a doctor, someone. All right, let's continue, please. Okay, Joy, who wants to read Joy part?
Me, teacher Maru.
Maru, Joy, Paula. Paula.
Me, teacher.
Gloria, please go ahead. This is Paula, not Paula. Paula.
Paula.
Go ahead, Maru.
Okay, did you hear about all the trouble here last night?
No, but I heard some police sirens.
Well, you know that all bad. Guess what? Sorry. Guess what? His car was stolen.
Yeah. ¿Dónde?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Guess what? His car was stolen.
That's terrible.
And you know what? He heard his car alarm and called the police. They came way too late.
I am not surprised. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night.
Exactly.
Oh, and did tell you, my car was broken in the last Tuesday night.
No, really? Was anything stolen?
No, the only thing was they damaged the ignition trying to start the car. But the funny thing was they couldn't start because the battery was dead.
All right, thank you. All right, just a couple words. Gloria, terrible, not terrible, terrible, terrible. Yes, Gloria?
Yes, teacher, terrible.
Terrible, yes.
Terrible.
Yes. Only that one.
Teacher, how do you say duty, during?
This is on duty. Duty. Do
On
some
duty. On duty at night.
Yes,
Okay.
and this is
Duty.
damaged. No damage.
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 Damage. Duty.
Yes.
Duty is guardia.
Right, right.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
And this one is basic. Couldn't.
Hold on.
Couldn't.
Couldn't. Yes.
All right. So you're going to use this expression you have here. Let me highlight this. You have some expressions here right in the corner. Like, did you hear about? Have you heard about? Did I tell you? Guess what? You know what? You know. Those expressions are gonna be in this exercise. Yes? You know what? Number one, you know what? I got caught in a storm last night. My new shoes are completely ruined. Okay, I give you 1 minute to do it. Let's do something. Let's help each other. It's easy. The exercise is easy. You just have to pick one of the expressions and put it here.
Page 122. 1. Conversation strategy.
Here.
Telling news.
Listen.
D. Listen. Write the expressions you hear. Then practice with a partner. 1. Page 122. 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. D. Listen. Write the expressions you hear. Then practice with a partner. 1. You know what? I got caught in a storm last night. My new shoes are completely ruined. 2.
You know what? The traffic is getting bad around here. We were stuck in traffic for an hour last night.
3. Guess what? They're going to open a new organic food store near here. 4.
Did I tell you? My cousin is coming to stay with us this summer. I'm really excited about it.
5. You know the guy I used to sit next to in class? The one with dark hair? He bought a new car. 6.
Did I tell you? I'm getting married next spring.
7. Did you hear about that high school principal? He crashed his car into the front of the school. 8.
Have you heard about the plans for a new skate park in the city? It's opening next spring.
All right, check your answers. One more time.
Yes, teacher, one more time, please.
5. You know the guy I used to sit next to in class? The one with dark hair? He bought a new car. 6.
Did I tell you? I'm getting married next spring.
Hold on, please. From the beginning.
Page 122. 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. D. Listen. Write the expressions you hear. Then practice with a partner. 1. You know what? I got caught in a storm last night. My new shoes are completely ruined. 2.
You know what? The traffic is getting bad around here. We were stuck in traffic for an hour last night.
3. Guess what? They're going to open a new organic food store near here.
4.
Did I tell you? My cousin is coming to stay with us this summer. I'm really excited about it.
5. You know the guy I used to sit next to in class? The one with dark hair? He bought a new car. 6.
Did I tell you? I'm getting married next spring.
7. Did you hear about that high school principal? He crashed his car into the front of the school. 8.
Have you heard about the plans for a new skate park in the city? It's opening next spring.
All right. Excellent. Let's see what you have for number 2. Are you ready?
Yes,
You
teacher.
know
Me?
what?
Yes.
Okay, number 2. Who wants to do number 2?
Me?
You know what?
Okay, Felix.
You know what? The traffic is getting back around here. We were stuck in traffic for an hour last night.
Okay. Hour, not hour.
Oh,
Hour. Yes. Okay, number 3.
Guess what?
Anyone?
Guess what?
Maru?
Yes. Guess what? They are going to open a new organic food store near here.
All right. Guess what? Okay, number 4.
Did I tell you?
Gloria?
Yes, teacher. Yes. Did I
Did
tell
I?
you? Okay. Did I tell you my cousin is coming to stay with us this summer? I am really excited about it.
Okay, Gloria, can you read again?
Okay. Did I tell you my cousin is coming to stay with us this summer? I am really excited about.
Yes?
Yes.
I didn't hear the last part. I am really excited.
Okay, I am really excited about it.
Yes, just here and say to stay with us. To stay with us. To stay with us. So it's like one sound, to stay with us. To stay with us this summer. I'm really excited about it.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. About it. No, about it. About it.
About it.
Yes. Please keep practicing. Keep practicing your reading. It's very important. So you can get, like you can get loose a little bit with some words. Number 5, please. Lucia.
Number 5. You know, the guy I used to sit next to in class, the one with dark hair, he bought a new car.
Okay, excellent. Number 6. Let me ask somebody else. Lupita, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
You were late again, Lupita. What happened?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
No estoy segura, pero creo que, but is you know what?
I am telling you, you were late today.
Yes, don't listening, teacher. Sorry.
Don't listening?
No, teacher.
That's wrong. I am not listening.
Yes, teacher.
Don't listening. That's wrong.
Okay. Sorry.
Please try to be on time, Lupita. The latest you can get here is 4:40.
Okay.
Oh, you have to let me know what happened, why you are late, because you went here at 5:20, almost. Okay, please do number 6.
Did I tell you?
Did I tell you? Okay, continue, Maru, the whole sentence.
Did I tell you? I am getting married next spring.
Yes. Okay, Lupita, you do number 7.
Yes, teacher. 7. You know that high school principal?
You know?
Yes, maybe.
No, it's what you listened.
No, teacher.
Listen the audio.
I'm
Gibran?
not listening.
Gibran,
Teacher,
number 7.
Have you never yes
Have you?
You know?
had
What is the verb? Have you
heard
heard? Have you
have you
heard
heard
that? Continue with the whole sentence, please.
okay that high school principal he crashed this car into the front of the school.
Can you read one more time?
Have you heard that high school principal? He crashed this car into the front of the school.
Yeah, just remember, since the beginning, I have told you school, high school, you put together high school. There's no pause between these two words. It's high school principal. High school principal.
High school.
Yes, high school principal. He crashed. Not crashed. Crashed. Yes. Otherwise, the rest is okay. Just keep practicing those words. Number 8. Number 8.
Have you heard about?
Alejandro, number 8. Number 8.
Sorry, teacher, I don't know listening.
You're paying attention or you don't listen?
Mike, have you? Have
you?
Yes, it's correct.
Now you tell me, have you?
Have you heard the plans for a new skate park in the city is opening next spring? Is correct.
Maru, what do you have for number 8?
Number 8. Have you heard about the plans for a new skate park in the city?
Yes.
It's opening next spring.
You just need the word about.
About, yes.
Yes. Have you heard about the plans for a new skate park in the city? It's opening next spring.
Teacher, in number 7, I heard, did you hear about that high school principal? He crashed his car into the front of the school.
Yes, you heard about. They are together, hear about or hear about. Okay, listen one more time.
Page 122. 1. Conversation strategy. Telling news. D. Listen. Write the expressions you hear. Then practice with a partner. 1. You know what? I got caught in a storm last night. My new shoes are completely ruined. 2.
You know what? The traffic is getting bad around here. We were stuck in traffic for an hour last night.
3. Guess what? They're going to open a new organic food store near here. 4.
Did I tell you? My cousin is coming to stay with us this summer. I'm really excited about it.
5.
You know the guy I used to sit next to in class? The one with dark hair? He bought a new car.
6.
Did I tell you? I'm getting married next spring.
7.
Did you hear about that high school principal? He crashed his car into the front of the school.
8.
Have you heard about the plans for a new skate park in the city? It's opening next spring.
Excellent. Okie dokie. Any questions about any of these words that you see in the sentences? No questions? No?
No,
No, teacher.
teacher.
All right. Okay, just give me 1 second, please. Just let me. As you see in the lesson, we saw as Maru was asking me, we have this in the strategy plus. The thing is or the thing was, right? Present or past. Use the thing is or was to introduce ideas. Well, I need someone to read it for me, please. Let's see. Felix, do you mind reading this for me from the beginning?
Strategy plus the thing is was. Use the thing is was to introduce ideas. The thing is was to identify a key using. The other thing is
Is-
was to add another use
Issue, issue,
issue. The only thing
issue.
is was to raise a problem. Add adjective to introduce other ideas. The best thing is was. The funny thing is was. The scary thing is was.
Okay. So depending on the sentence, on the tense of the tense you're using, if it's present or past, right? You use is or was. The thing is, the thing was, you are talking about the past. Here, just identify. Identify. Okay, Lucia, can you read in conversation?
Yes, teacher. In conversation, here are the most common expressions with the thing is, was. The thing is, the other thing is, the only thing is, the, the adjective thing is.
Yeah, when it mentions the adjective, it's about when you say the funny, right? The funny thing is, the scary thing is, or the best thing is. You're talking about these adjectives. The thing is, they just don't have enough police on duty at night. That's from the conversation. So this is simple. The thing is, the thing was. Okay, so those are the expressions we use in conversations. Okay, I want you to do this in teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 sentences. You have to circle. Depending on what you want to say. For example, I loved everything about my vacation, but you have to pick the best thing was, or the thing is past or present. We are talking about past here, right? So let's do it in teams, please. Then we have another activity here, but let's work on this one first. I give you a couple minutes to finish it, please. Let's go into teams. We are just 7 people right now. So it's a short class. Please go ahead and go to the breakout rooms. The breakout rooms, please. All right, guys, folks, let's continue, please. We have just 10 minutes, no, 9 minutes. We have to finish. Okay, number 1, I love everything about my, well, let me see. You need to read each sentence. Gloria,
Me, teacher?
Gloria, yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay. I love everything about my vacation, but the best things was the food.
The best thing was the food. Yes, past tense, right? The best thing was. Felix, number 2.
Okay, teacher. I like my college, but the only thing is it's too far away from everything.
Yes, present. Excellent. Number 3, Lucia.
My car was broken into once. The worst thing was they didn't take anything.
Well, it's the funny thing, not the worst thing.
Oh, so sorry. The funny thing was they didn't take anything.
Yes. Number 4, Lupita.
Me, teacher, okay. I was in an earthquake one time. The worst thing was I was on the 20th floor of a building. I guess the good thing was I wasn't alone.
Yes, I guess.
I guess the good things was I wasn't alone.
It wasn't alone. Number 5. Well, I would say no. I would say this was
The
something.
only thing is,
I would say the only thing here, the only thing was, the other thing was, hold on. Be the one. Gibran, number 5.
uh, my friends want me to go skiing winter. The only thing is I can ski.
All right. My friends want me to go skiing with them this winter. The only thing is I can ski. Ski. Yeah, no, ski. Ski. Yes, Gibran?
Yes,
Ski.
teacher.
Okay.
Ski.
Uh, number 6, Alejandro.
I get along with my brother. The scary thing is he gossips too much, and I guess the other thing is he's always borrowing my stuff without asking.
Okay,
Yes,
I get along with
borrowing.
I get along with my brother. Which one do you use? The only thing is or the scary thing is?
Uh, the the scary thing is
Okay, why do you use this one?
dice, la única cosa horrorosa es gossip, gossip. What is gossip?
Well, it's not scary. Scary is something different. Comes from scare, right? Scared. It's scary.
Scary is como
So you
scary movie.
use the only thing is he gossips too much. Gossips is in Spanish would be chismear. Gossips. Gossip chisme. Gossip chismear, right? When you talk too much about others. And maybe it's truth or not true, right? That's gossip, to gossip. And gossip is a message. And I guess the other thing, as you said, is the other thing is he's always borrowing my stuff without asking. So that would be the other thing here. But here is not the scary thing. There's nothing scary.
Teacher, sorry, I have a question. In exercise number 4, we are going to use the other thing was. I guess the other thing was I wasn't all alone, or the good thing was.
I said, yeah, that's what I said. It could be either one. I was on the 20th floor of a building. I guess the other thing was I wasn't alone. Or the other thing was, I guess the good thing was I wasn't alone. That's why I put both. So you can use either one.
Okay, teacher.
Because
Thank
if
you.
you're in an earthquake and it's good, well, it's good that you're with more people, right?
But it's good.
It's good.
Wasn't alone.
Yeah. You're not that scared because you are with more people.
I have more scare alone.
Yeah, that's why I was putting both. Good job, everyone. Any other questions about words, pronunciations, meanings, vocabulary?
Borrowing.
Which one? Number?
6. Borrowing. He is always borrowing.
Borrowing. Borrowing. Borrowing is a verb, like lend. Pedir prestado. We practiced that verb before, to borrow. When you ask someone, can I borrow some money from you? Right? To borrow. Pedir prestado. To borrow. Like, can I borrow your computer? It's a favor, right? Can I borrow your computer? So we have another verb that is lend. To lend. I lend you my computer. Or you can say, can you lend me your computer? But it's better to say borrow. Can I borrow your computer instead of lend? Long is more direct. Prestar. Yes? Any other questions?
No, teacher, it's okay.
Just to finish, let me see, we have, this is the list, Alejandro. We have Guadalupe, even though you were late, Lupita. We have Gloria, Felix, Lucia, Maru, and Gibran. Good. Okay, so today was the last day of the week. We will continue next week. We don't have enough time to see everything. So we have to finish by next week, the whole 12 units. And then we have to go up to the next level, Touchstone 4. Touchstone 4, the last step for B1. B2 is a different level. That would be viewpoint. We have viewpoint 1 and viewpoint 2. So one is B2 and one is C1. So that's after you finish, of course, all the levels. Any comments, questions, doubts, anything that you want to say? No? All right. Enjoy your weekend and see you on Monday. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your family.
See you
Be safe.
next
Be
week.
good. Thank
Bye,
you.
take care, teacher.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.